This video is to explain the QuizMe portion of the study plan. QuizMe is used to earn the mastery point. If your mastery points are a prerequisite, you will need to earn the given amount of mastery points. Remember, up here it tells you how many you have earned, and down here it tells me how many you need to be able to attempt it. If you ever want to go back and view the ones that you have mastered, you can come in, click on Objectives Mastered, and see them down below. So what is QuizMe? QuizMe is a short quiz. It's usually between 3 to 6 questions. In my courses I set it at 4. It'll always tell you how many questions you need right here. It'll also tell you how many or what percentage of the questions you need to get right to earn the mastery point. So for instance, 75% of 4 is 3. Of the 4 questions I'm going to be asked, I need to get 3 of them correct. It'll also tell you how many attempts you have, which will generally be unlimited, and if you're unsure how to enter an answer, you can go ahead and click on this. Go ahead and click I am ready to start. There are things that are very unique about QuizMe compared to the practice section. For instance, you will notice there are no learning aids over here. The only thing I can do is click on the answer block and enter an answer. You do not get to save and come back to an answer. This button says save for later. What that means is it's going to save your answer, exit out of the quiz, and then you would come back to it at a later date. You only get 1 attempt to enter an answer, and once you go on to the next question, you cannot go back. In other words, if you answer question 1 and go on to question 2, you cannot go back to question 1. So the idea is you're going to enter answers to the number of questions that you need to and work through the quiz. Once you have finished the quiz and attempted all the questions, there's 2 possible outcomes. It'll tell you your score, and then it'll tell you what was required to master it. For instance, on this one I earned a 50% and the required score was a 75%. That means I did not earn my mastery point. You'll see red X's next to the questions that you got wrong and green checks next to the questions you got correct. If you would like to, you could click in and actually view the question to see what you got wrong. The answer that it shows will be the correct answer. When you put your mouse over the correct answer, you will see the answer that you entered. Sometimes you will notice that you missed the answer simply because you did not type it in the way that they wanted to. For instance, if you look right here, I had all the correct answers, but what was incorrect with mine is I put the brackets on and it didn't want it. This can be very frustrating at times, and you might have to retake the quiz or go under the practice and watch that video for practice to determine how to better enter your answers. If you have failed the mastery point QuizMe, you will notice that the QuizMe thing is now grayed out and you can no longer click on the QuizMe. You will need to go into the practice and complete at least 1 problem correctly for this to be turned black again and to be able to attempt the QuizMe again. Once again, if you did not pass the QuizMe quiz, it'll be grayed out and you can no longer take it. You must go into the practice section and complete at least 1 problem correct before you can attempt the QuizMe again. When you go into the practice, you will see multiple problems. Do as many as you would like, but you do not need to do all the problems. You only need to complete 1 problem. If, when you take the QuizMe, you actually pass the quiz, as you can see here right now, I got 4 of 4 questions correct. It'll tell you, congratulations, you have earned this objective, or the mastery point for this objective. You can either review the quiz if you want to go in and look at it, or just click study plan. You will notice now, if you click Objectives Mastered, all the objectives that you have mastered will be listed underneath this tab. All the ones that are remaining for you to pass will still be listed right here. You go on to the next QuizMe and earn your next mastery point. Remember, you can always keep track of what you have done and what you need right here. So Quiz Me is approximately 4 to 5 short questions with a percentage that you need to get right. There's no learning aids to assist you. You only get one attempt to enter each answer, and you cannot go back to an answer when you've already submitted it. I hope that helps.